Sitha and Ram, everybody. And as we get set to listen to tonight's discourse, before we go, I just go into the Yagya. I want to invite each and every person for Bhagwat 2025 at the Sri Krishna Seva Ashram. You are all invited. Whether you would like to help us cook, get involved in making mala, bring your children so that we can teach them, or maybe you would like to sit for prayer. Once you follow the rules of fasting and preparing yourself that we all know and we've come to practice when we have prayer, the door is open for you to come and take part. Please give me a call. You have my number on the screen. When the yagya starts, use it. Call me for more information. The dates on the invitation, again, from the 3rd to the 10th of August. I am cordially inviting you and your family. Come sit in the audience. Come sit for prayer. Do what you would like. Get involved in some way. And it begins with a phone call. It begins with reaching out, calling me, texting me, and we'll do it together. See you soon. I hope you enjoy your satsang. Have fun, everybody. Sitha and Ram. Prem Salomapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Whilst we're standing, put your hands together. And let's pray a little bit at the very onset of our satsang. Om Gajananam Bhutaganadi Sevitam. Everybody together. Kapeta Jumbo Uma Sutam Sho. Lift your voices, everybody. Namami Veganeshwara. Talk to your mother tonight. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Sharanye Narayani. Think of your Guru. Guru Brahma. Everybody outside, come on, let's pray together. Guru Vishnu Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. One last time. Om Namah Shivaya. Your turn. Om Namah Shivaya. Prem Salomapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Everybody have your seat, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of all members of the hosting family, Pandit Ravi, management of the temple, all protocol observed, to all my Pandits, all dignitaries, God bless you all. Sitha and Ram, everybody. Sitha and Ram. As we get set to go into another discourse tonight, it is my pleasure to highlight a simple discourse, but ticklish discourse. I want to introduce tonight our text. Firstly, for the young ones, I'm saying this, maybe the elders know, the original Ramayan is Valmiki's Ramayan. Tulsidas comes many years after. Tulsidas takes the Sanskrit language of Valmiki's Ramayan and he puts it into the language of Avadi, and his book is penned. Kritibasi, the Gujarat Ramayan. There are many adaptations of Valmiki Ramayana that people read till today. But in the Tulsikrit Ramayana, in the Jwala Prasad Ramayana, in all these, there are certain things that are not found in that Ramayana. For example, you will not hear of how Dasrath marries Kaushalya, their history in their youth. You will not hear the history of the five-headed form of Hanuman Baba with Ahiravan and that whole discourse in Tulsidas Ramayana. But it does exist. But in Valmiki Ramayana now, it is pure. It is considered to be complete. The trouble with some versions of our Ramayana, and I'm bringing it for you tonight as readers, if you have the people who sing in the dole, they come across in the table of contents as Hindus something called Chepak Katha. Chepak means the person who has written the Ramayana, this version or this text. You know, in different books, when you open first edition, second edition, third edition, the author, he has used embellishment. He has added figurative language, Sitha, figurative language, to help the person understand the emotion of what is happening. In Tulsidas Ramayana, for all of you who know Shabri's Katha, for example, where she jutters let's say the plum. I use the example of plum for children to understand. In Valmiki Ramayana, that same episode is given, she prepared for the Lord. There's no biting of the fruit. If we go to Suksagar or Prem Sagar, you will hear Lakshman took the seed when Shabri is going to give him it and pelt it so. And from that seed comes the herb that saves his life later on. Chepak Katha. Not authentic. But in Valmiki Ramayana, it is considered to be the purest Ramayana. But it is the difficult Ramayana to get to read because it is still locked up in Sanskrit, to be honest. Tonight is my last night with you, so I wanted to read Valmiki Ramayana. To preface, to introduce, to give you something. Our discourse tonight is going to be the ending of Ramayana. I'm hitting only at the end of the story. You know the whole story. You know Ram Janam, you know how he got married, you know the Katha with the bow, you know all of that. But ask yourself tonight, we're on the topic of Gyan Yoga in Gita. He says the person who is practicing bhakti and they love to hear my Katha, they love to read my story, they edify themselves. Maybe I don't get to do puja often, but I love to learn. Smaranam is that form of bhakti. I went to the temple last night when my Nana was alive. He says, where you learn? What did Pandit talk about? And now a discussion, grandson and grandfather. For example, I have to retell him everything what Baba said. And if I leave out a part, because like our elders, they know it. We come from a people that knew our text. But when somebody says Kali Yuga, remember the question I asked you last night, you're a Hindu, but I never heard this in Ramayana before. I don't know my book. I'm just asking the question, how come, brother? How come, sister? I'm a Hindu and I don't know my text? Trouble. First top I have to touch in Balkan. Put your hand together. I'm just touching one before Seema get ready. We're going to do Samiran just now. Put your hand together. Ram Katha Mandakini Chitrakuta Chittacharu Tulasi Subhaga Sena Bansiya Raghuvira Viharu. 31 Doha. The story of Ram is like the river Mandakini. It washes the person's feet and it cleanses them of the sin. Just as how when we were doing Gita Mahatyam, for those of you that were here earlier, and we chanted the verses of the greatness of that book, and it says if I read a certain amount of passages, I believe it said 1/3, 6 chapters of Gita, Bhagwat Gita, I will get the blessing, the Ashirwad, as if I go to the Ganga and bathe. If I read not
the pundit opinion, but I read from the book. This is what the value, this is why I taught the Ramayan on my head. The Ramayan will cleanse me of all the mistakes I made. Hence it is referring in Balkan to a river that will rid our body of the filth that we accumulate. Let's say we start fresh in the morning, by the time the day ends, you know what sin we make? Just like the muck on our body. Wash it off and become re-energized, revitalized, cleansed just by listening now. Prem Savalomapati Mahadeva ki Jai. With that, let's join together with the Sumran. As I said last night, for those of you watching me on the live, I know we have the Sabha in Mauritius and the Fiji group looking on. We are tonight here in Guyana, but there are many people learning as well throughout this world. When I'm up here and I'm speaking for a vast group. People are learning all over. People are interested in their Dharma, and God bless you if you have that earnest. It is time now to present yourself to Ganesh. Ganesh Baba, as she's about to sing that Sumiran, close your eyes, put your hands together. There's an attitude, there's a posture for prayer. Don't cheat yourself. What you do here now is not for nobody else, this is for you. Present yourself. The verses say, remember what you're going to say. May the Lord, who forever rests upon that milky ocean, with a body that is very dark, with eyes that are very bright, bring that dark form, bring that Vishnu form into my body. And when my body, when my life is full of stress and strife, bring the light to remove it. So you have to say your prayers now. You know your troubles at home. This is the part where you talk to God. Close your eye and get ready. Calm down the breathing. Get ready to talk to God. We came to pray. We are come to play. Focus your mind and let's go together.
जही सुमिरत सिद्धि हो गणनायक करिवर वदना जही सुमिरत सिद्धि हो गणनायक करिवर वदना करहु अनुग्रह सो बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सधना मूक होए वाचा पंगु चरे गिरिवर भदना चासु कृपा सुदया दवउ सकल कलिमल दहना नील सरोरुषा करुणा अरुण वारि जनयना करहु सुममा मुरदा मोरामा करहु सुममा मुरदा सदा क्षीर साधर सयना कुंद इंदु समदे उमारमन करुणायना चाहि दीना पर दे हो रामा चाहि दीना पर दे करहु कृपा मरदन मयना बंद गुरु पद कृपा सिंधु दरनु पहरे महामोह तम पोर हो रामा महामोह तम पोर जासु वचन रवि करानि करा जासु वचन रवि करानि करा जासु वचन रवि करानि करा
Mahadeva ki Jai. Tonight marks the beginning. Watch how God good. The moon changed yesterday with full moon. And in simple language, the Hindu month of Shravan is upon us. Shravan is a month dedicated to Lord Shiva. It translates. Shravan is that form of bhakti that is called Shravanam. Listening to pray. Not necessarily doing the puja. Maybe my hands can't move, Baba. I can't reach to the temple, Baba. What could I do? Listen to his prayer. And by listening to his prayer, bhakti, I will get the blessing as if I did his prayer. Tonight, Mahadev, he's in a turbulent mood in our discourse. We are going into Valmiki's Ramayan in Uttara, where Mahadev is being asked, tell me, after the war, tell me if you know this part, Ram Raj, he comes back to the castle. He has the crown on his head. What happens to them? I have heard trouble between Sitha and Ram. Different religion brothers in different parts of the world. I have a group from Bangladesh watching me here tonight. The lady texted me this morning. In their time, it's night. She says, Pandit, we live in a country where Hindu people, when they put up their janda, people stand with blades in front of their gate. Take this down or else. Hindu people are slaughtered for blowing their sank in different parts of the world. And if we are complacent, that trouble might reach on your doorstep if you don't protect your Dharma. One way you protect your Dharma, you have to know your Dharma. You don't let people tell you what your Dharma is. You don't let other people say, no, you can't do that and you can't do this and take away from your Dharma. You have to protect it. Otherwise, it will be eroded. There are people tonight looking at me where they cannot light fire. They can't burn hawan like you. They can't put on clothes like you. In this world, in this Kali Yuga, it have different things. And the liberties that we take for granted and you squander it are not always afforded to people. When somebody says, I'm born in Guyana, consider the freedoms you have. Consider the lot of flowers and leaves that you have to use in your prayer. For all the people who come from foreign, it have people who do shrad, consider wasin, and never get a fig tree in their prayer. We talked about it last night. We never get to give the Baba a tulsi plant. It doesn't grow where I live, Baba. But in Guyana, Tulsi Mata is propagated. She's growing. Vindravan Biharilal Ki. Tonight we continue in our discourse in Ramayan. But before we go, we have to understand a couple of things. We're going to hear the word ashram. Do you know what the word ashram means? Ashram means not mandir, not temple. Temple is the house of God. We come to his house, we do his worship, we touch the ground, we touch the murti, we get the electrical energy. When you make contact, when you are touching with your tali, why is your tali metal or a conductor of electrical energy from the God? I'm using my Ramayan as an example. When I touch it, watch how Hindu smart. Make the contact and let the flow of electrical energy come to the person. My aura is weak. What is Najar? What is Barai? My energy is shrinking very low. So I am taking the heat of the diya, I'm touching the murti, I am taking the touch of the peacock feather, whichever thing that is charged with God, and please remove or replace, for you to understand, negative energy with positive energy. That is in the mandir. That is the only thing happens in the mandir. I come to recharge. Why do you go mandir? I have to recharge. I'm coming on a Saturday service, Sunday service, Thursday service, whatever you have, to recharge. Dear God, thanks for last week. Bless me next week. Okay, ashram is something else. Ashram is mandir part, yes. And an ashram is defined as the home of the guru. The person lives there, dwells there, and you send the shishya or the child to see, to learn from the guru. We're talking about Pandit. Every young child here saying, well, all I know I just learn from my guru is mantra, puja, sit. Okay. And then You're going to see, let me use the Baba for example. There are things that you could only learn in an ashram for a Pandit. Let me just let you in on some secrets. See the string on the chest, Janev? It have a way to maneuver that Janev. It have rules with that Janev. I say in it, everybody don't vex. Pandit Ravi didn't say it, I say it. When the Pandit have to use the washroom, know your Dharma, you have to hook that Janev on your ear. It must not go to your lower region. When you have to take it off, there's a procedure on your knees where you say a mantra to, I use in a word, take out the energy from it before you discard it. There's a way to make it. There's a time to change it. So imagine the young Pandit now go by Senior Baba and he learn how to do that. For you and I, we go and we see how Babas eat. If we go in India today and they see how let me say you come by me and you have the plate or the sohari leaf when it's flat. If we go South India, when they eat it on the banana leaf where it's flat. And you see some children or people is eat with your two hands. It have words. Puhar. Why? Because it's only when you go and you learn from your Guru Mai. In we ashram home, they say she too young to call Guru Mai. Guru Mai is a senior lady. They just call she Mommy Baba, my wife. Only certain things your mother will teach you. For example, babe, when you're eating, only eat with your right hand. Do you notice? The left hand is utilized for washroom. Follow me? So the Hindu now, if you know what I'm saying, watch when your Pandit go to eat, Guru again, they just throw a cloth on their hand. To make sure this don't interfere with the roti or whatever puri or whatever you're eating. This is why I love your puri leaf. Because my left hand have to hold something, it follows. And I only have to navigate now with my right hand. When, for example, Trinidadian go in there and they see the kachin and they're doing it so gory in the rice and the dal, they just watch them. What? Scornful. So the etiquette of eating is something you learn in an ashram. The attitude of tying sari, the different ties for the dhoti, Guruji gives you that in the ashram. So when we have events at the mandir, these are the types of events that you want to have. Where are you going to learn how to tie a sari? If mommy don't know, if daddy doesn't know, then I join the mandir. Mandir has classes how to do it. And I'm going to learn. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai, Ashram. In doing it, tonight, you have to admit, it has some weaknesses in our identity as Hindus in the West Indian culture compared to Indian culture. For example, last night I spoke about not eating from the lingam. Please, do your research, learn. When Baba is chanting things like the Bilva Ashtakam, you'll have it. It'll tell you why we just turn down the bay leaf, why we just TK the bay leaf. It have a verse that says, for example, I'm teaching you something. The person who takes a tattered leaf, I don't know if you practice this in Guyana, I'm just saying it today. Bilva Ashtakam, Google it, you can find it. If I offer a bay leaf that is damaged from tree, it may be 2 pieces, and you know what I'm saying, it break off. It have an eye, it have a tear, it tattered. Read it, you're going to see it. Mahadev, I have learned that I will get eye socket, eye damage. So it is better to offer 1 good bail than 1,000 bad one. I have been doing Shiv Puja, but oh God, look how I come now. I have eyesight problem. Could it be the things we do or how we do it is causing a lashback? Remember where I started last night? The spiritual imposter. Ravan was doing a lot of prayers. He was the biggest devotee of Shiv Baba. But in his heart, he has a different quality, a different mood. If tonight we had to get into a conversation of Sanatan Dharma, somebody says, well, you know, I'm a Sanatanist. When people are worshipping the goddess, when they read from, and tonight somebody asked me to read from Devi Bhagwat, I read in 1 verse from Devi concerning our katha. When the goddess is the center of the world, that person belongs to the Shakti way or the Kaula method, they have different prayer with their left hand. That's a different topic. When the person is doing Shiv Baba, he's a Gorik. He's the middle of the creation. But when a person says Sanatanist or Sanatan Dharma follower, there are certain tenets about yourself that you have to know. If somebody asks you, is a Hindu, what I mean? Hindu just mean people who live by the Indus Valley, or the Hindu, when this white man couldn't pronounce it properly, they call it Hindu, but it is really Hindu. So imagine, I said, what is your religion? And you say, well, I is a Monriporian. I live in Monripo. That is what Hindu mean. I live in an area. Somebody give you that. You doubt that? We have names in Hinduism just to teach you something. And we don't know what the name means. There were some old names, for example, Dube, Chaube. Dube means the person has conquered 2 Ved. Chaube, they conquered 4 Ved. They are mastered. They now fit to wear this kanhavar. When the person has reached a certain amount of reading and they have reached a certain status, and you are allowed by your guru to sit as Vyas, you are given this on your shoulder. Then the person wears it to adorn, to signify that is a senior pundit. When the person goes one step further, Sastri, meaning they have mastered the Sastras, they could check Jyotis, they could check different compatibility for you, different things. One more, the Gosai or the Gosain. When you refer to Hanumanji as Gosai, what it means, the Gosai or Gosain is the person who teaches the teacher. If the guru is the person meeting you at home, the pundit sometimes needs help. Let me give you one example. I got a call this morning. Tell me what you would do as a Guyanese. All you know, it have war in the world right now. If your relative dies in war and the body, not to bring up anything hurtful, the body is not there. Understand what I'm saying? Something went boom and there's no body, physical corpse to do a funeral. How do you do that funeral? Pundit, what to do? According to Garud Puran, you take a bundle of doob grass, you tie it, and you invite the prey to sit in it. Chandan, perfume, mala for the doob grass, burn the bundle, just to let you know something, and go forward 10 days, bandara, etc. There has to be a way. When, let me save another example of knowledge that could flow even to the pundit. If the father pass away and the 10 days is running, and the mother come and close she eye, for example, hypothetical, do we finish the father prayers? No. You stop and you have to do mommy prayers. And when mommy reach the same day, I just saying 6 days in the 10 days, the 2 of them now, you do 2 10 days together. Follow me? This is an example of how the Gosain works. You have to be able to break what is written into a way that a child, a female, a male could understand. And now, when the Purohit has the information, take it and disseminate it to people. That is what that name means. What happened when we came to the West Indies, however, I am saying this, I'm teaching you something. I'm not picking on anybody here. In case this name, if you're watching my live, I'm not talking about you. When our people came on board, consider the impact here now. I'm just using one example, the name. When people came to the islands and the colonists had to record our names, and they did it in all the islands, they asked, what is your name? But you and I couldn't talk English. We are speaking Bhojpuri. We are speaking Hindi. We are speaking different. In Guyana, you have a lot of southern India language, such as branches of Gujarat. So the language now is a major barrier. Imagine all are we in one room and you're trying to ask somebody their name. So an example that comes from Trinidad, when they asked what is the name, the person says, Mai Suki Hu. So the white man wrote down Suki. Suki means happy. The person is saying, I am happy because I come off the boat, the journey done, I'm good, I'm happy on the land. But the name change, for those of you that trace your family and you see the name change, it is an example of how it changed. Imagine another example. The person, मैं दुखी हूँ. Sahib, मैं दुखी हूँ. I leave my family. I dey on a boat for a month. It has roti, it has rice. You have no microwave, it has no fridge. Consider suffering, brother. If you go without roti, you're dead. These people had, follow me, they are accustomed with their diet. There's no microwavable soup then. There's no fresh vegetables. There's no fruit. The body ringing with scurvy, no vitamin C. They're in pain. And they reach on the shore. And the person asks them something. They are no better. They say, I'm sad, duki. I am full with calamity. I'm in pain. I'm sad. I'm hungry. I'm missing my family. If all one thing I love about Guyanese people. You see how you hold the poor, chacha, chachi. Anytime I go to New York, I'm staying by this family. And I just troubleshoot because I just tell you the whole of Guyana is one family then. Because she will tell me, yes, that is my grandfather, sister, son, daughter-in-law. And you will list out how that person related to you. But in Trinidad, we don't have that. We've lost that. If you ask a youth, a teenager in Trinidad, what is your pua? What is your chachi? To be honest, that gone. I don't know. Imagine, understand what I'm saying? We're right next door. But if you ask a child, what is your nanny, what is your aji, and one is your grandmother, which one again? It lost, it gone. In the same way, people have attacked our food, our dress, our names, everything. I once went to get my hair cut, traveling in, I think I was reading in Philadelphia or somewhere. So I didn't expect to meet a West Indian. So the girl name is Sukumari. She says, Pandit Sitha and Ram, my name is Sukumari. But on the business, she is Sue. Throw away your name. Throw away your identity. We have to be careful, and while touching on this, we have to be careful with our Guyana. We have to be careful as children get education and we move up in status that we lose our Dharma. Some people associate prayerfulness with poverty. Before I go into this discourse tonight, please understand why we're reading it. A long time thing, Pandit. When we didn't have, we used to pray hard because we pray. Remember last time we talked about wealth, I want money. But when I get the money, one person told me I was doing prayers, and the person was pretty comfortable in life. Everybody big and have sense. And the person said, well, what are you praying for? I have everything. Why fast? Why do this? I have everything. If you teach children, say prayers to get the exam, good. Say prayers again, you get the interview, pass the interview, good. Guruji, here how this go. Guruji, the child have an interview. It have a mantra they could say. I'm going to teach you something tonight. It has 6 categories of mantras. Different mantras have different purpose. Your guru teaches you. There is something called Vashikaran mantra. Vashikaran mantra is a mantra that twists the person's mind control. It is something that Hindu, Christian, Muslim use. It is supposed when the lady in a marriage and the husband are going so behind somebody else. I want to bring him back, Pandit. Okay, say the prayers and ask the Durga to just help him come back. People use it, that son of mine, don't listen. Get his head to think properly. Get the person to break the addiction. Where they don't want to do, get them to do the correct thing. For example, of course it have ways to abuse that. Could you see it? Could you imagine I want that person the way I want, so I'm going to use it for bad? Follow me? All right. So people use the prayer. But then another category of prayer, and this is the part you have to learn. So make sure when it's done, Pandit Ravi had to teach you them prayers in a way. It have something called San Mohan mantra. Somebody asked me the question I teach it. San Mohan is when you feel somebody is doing you something I am using the goddess prayer to break it. May all the stuff you're praying on my head come to nothing. Make it or render it worthless. You have the ability to control your life with your prayer. But if you give it up, if you throw away the opportunity and you do not embrace the knowledge of your God, then you may find yourself doing prayers, but it ain't really working, you know. Imagine what how stupid your pundit is. Let me put it in an analogy form. If prayers become medicine to the sickness in your life, work with me. Imagine I have high blood pressure, but I went to take a tablet for my toe. But I hope the tablet is medicine, let work for the pressure. I go sit down and have pressure and a very good toe. We just do that with prayers. We can't do that, else we wasting time. Tonight, we are going, Tonight we're going into one feature of Sanatan Dharma, reincarnation. Mark this. When God makes man and he makes woman, how does he make that discernment? Only in Hinduism you get that explanation. People mistakenly say man and woman are equal. For every lady here, I'm going to get in trouble for this part. According to our text, when God is choosing the Jiva Atma, which comes out like a dear light, and he says, okay, you go be born as a girl, simple language, you go be born as a boy. The difference is, you are blessed, you are a human being, but if you look carefully at the girl, she has a little more trouble. She faces trouble. This is the preface where we're going tonight. It is said that the female has a little more sin to toot. You doubt me? Oh God, what is stupid pundit saying? Look at puberty when the boy and the girl compare the two. The boy becomes fertile, normal, voice crack, macho man. The girl, physical pain. Going to make baby now. In the court, they go say, I have equal rights for the child. That's my child, I'm daddy. When you start doing, do for daddy. How much daddy lost fluid? How much bone marrow it take to make milk? The girl is in trouble. She's in pain. She goes through that suffering. Fast forward, menopause reach. We star boys just little salt and pepper gray. Normal. But the lady have every vertigo, every heart race, every suffering trouble you could imagine. Her body is still going up and down like this, hormonally. She's in trouble. That is the difference between man and woman. Let's enter tonight into our discourse to hear what trouble is happening, what is brewing, and why it happened. जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम जय help me sing tonight.
बाबा तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
तथ कथा कस्य ये चित राघव संभ्याये कह कथानि घर भद्र कुर्वन्ति विश्वयातेश्च मम शृणुतानि कन्त्याते जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम
जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम उमापति महादेव की जय. When Sri Ram becomes king and he meets with his ministers in his court, he sets aside a time to sit down with 6 spies he has. People that go, remember, there's no social media. There's no television to report what people's opinion, the public opinion of this monarchy is. There's no way, there's so many levels to get to this man. You can't just walk into the palace. The guards are going to stop you. But the king wants to know if my policies, if the things that I am doing, is it reaching the poor man? Are they happy? Are my people good? Am I ruling fear? So he would allow these people to take off all your gold, dress as the dhobi, as the person who does the washer, clothes, do the person who toting the heavy bag on his head, etc. Go amongst them. Sit in the different class and caste. Mix and mingle with all, male, female, all. And come back and report to me on what is the tone and tenor of the people. So in the court, he runs all the ministers, Minister of Finance, Prime Minister, you finish? Right, get out. I want to have a private session with these 6 people. It is confidential because you cannot recognize them, then I wouldn't want to talk in front of them. So in a secretive way, he meets them. 5 speak first, and they talk about how great everybody is, and in everybody's home, it's very dharmic, it's very principled. A man knows his duty, a woman knows her duty, people live good, children are very obedient, people are going to school, they are learning, it is going good. The economy seems to be turning, people are learning and they're enjoying the benefits of all that you have established. 5 spoke very good. But the 6th one now, a fellow named Bhadra, drops his head and he says, Sri Ram, Raja Ram, I don't want to repeat what I have inside of me. I don't want to see this. Says, we are private, there's no other person to hear. It's just 6 people and the king makes 7. Not even Lakshman knows this conversation. Feel free, talk. Let's hear what he says in this sloka. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. 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 Raja Ramayati Sita Shokayatam Kuruvanyayati Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Everybody. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Ravanascha dhura kushtaye sabyatam vanarakshasya sitaye ayati rakshasi hetave sakshiye ayatam sitaye sukha dukhaye purayati Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. He says, Prabhu, if you insist, people speak very highly about you, but they're confused about how great you are. Sri Ram says, so what's wrong in that? You are so great. How can you accept back a woman that has lived in the house of another man at his disposal and dispensation, at his whim in your absence. And you have taken her back. You have put a crown on her head. You are truly great. Listen good, this is your Ramayan. Prabhu, I don't want to upset you. I don't want to get you vexed. But please, I'm doing my job. I'm telling you. All the Vanaras, all the Rishis, everybody, they talk really good. But the person who was held captive in the city of Ravan, she seems to be a stain. She seems to be polluted. She is something of a dark spot in this Ayodhya. And you are so magnanimous, you are so great, that even this sinful woman, you are taking her back. Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. You have to take my word for this part. Many people think that to bring a closure to the Ravan discourse, Sri Ram comes to fight him. But if you do your research, if we read about how Lakshmi comes as Sita, there's a discourse with her. When she's given the job to come, you will hear it is the goddess. For the elders, when we hear another discourse that has it, Vedvati, it is the goddess that says, I'm coming, and when you touch me, when you touch the hair, when you touch my body, done. Sri Ram, what does the name, and you is the Hindu. Why or what does Ram mean? Ram simply means the lover or the love of Rama. Rama is Lakshmi. That is his love. Now, look at where people reach. The lady who was living in that forest, you fought for 14 years. And now you're sitting on the throne, but everybody is saying that she is a bad person. Sri Ram makes a promise that he will uplift the throne. And when a person is practicing politics, family comes second. Country and diligence come first. Dharma, your duty comes first. Duty comes first. I like my child, but when my child go wrong, I become the parent. I have to do my duty. Otherwise, sin comes. Sri Ram invites Lakshman. I don't know if you know this part. And he tells Lakshman, take your sister, take your sister-in-law, and go and take her to Valmiki's ashram. Lakshman says, what are you saying? How will I take her from here and put her out? That is my mother. I bow to her feet. That is my goddess. Brother, you already break me when you put she through that fire. Don't put me through that again. See, this conversation, this is why Lakshman dies first. Do you know how Lakshman dies? With sage Durbhasa? Lord Shiva has to come to get Lord Vishnu to leave the earth every time. In Ram Janam, he comes as Durbhasa Rishi. Lakshman gets very vexed. And he says, in the next Janam, when you come back, Krishna, I am not going to come as little brother. So Lakshman comes back as Balram, big brother. That time, you have to listen to me. I am not going to follow these rules. You gave me some harsh things to do. I had to make a pyre for Sita to walk across. Now I have to hold this girl's hand and put her into ashram in the dense part of the forest. Send Bharat, send Satrahan. What sin did I do that I have to do this? Sri Ram says, for the sake of our city, for the sake of Aj, my grandfather, for the sake of Dasrat's throne, Let her go for the sake of these people. Oh Lord, sorry. Very low. Sorry, everybody outside. For the sake of the people, I sacrifice myself and I will separate myself from the goddess. Mother Sita starts to cry. Unknowns to everybody, she's 5 months pregnant. Within that belly is growing the sons of Sri Ram. But Lakshman is walking, and Valmiki hears somebody bawling, crying. All the godchildren that are in the ashram, they went to live with Guruji to learn. And they come back to tell Guru, there is a young girl, she's very pretty, but she is wailing in the forest. Come Guru, come see what this is. Guru Mai, Swamini, every Pujarin, the ladies, all come see what happened to her. We don't know. Ma, come. Let's hear what happens in this sloka. Pahi, pahi. And you know the song, Pahi, pahi mean, come save me. Pahi, pahi. Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana Pahi 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 Gajanana
Parvati Nandan Gajanana
Ekadanta Gajanana Everybody. Tesham tu vachana shrunu Valmiki Ashram yena dharamshala tat parhalabhya chatu par prapti yatra yatra dvijyate pahi pahi
Gajanana Pahi Pahi Gajanana Parvati Nandan Gajanana Parvati Nandan Gajanana Parvati Nandan Gajanana.
Prem se bolo Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Valmiki, after using different types of mantra and accruing the energy, how do you get it? When you get RT, the RT with it is be passing. Somebody come and say, brother, sister, I belong to a different religion. I see you take the heat and you pass it over your head. Why you do that? RT and RT is two different words. When the person RT, the Murti, and they take the energy or the aura of the Murti, they bring it by you. If you go India, you don't get to touch the Murti like how you do in Guyana. They come to Afghanistan, all you get to do is to take the energy of the light and you anoint your body. The reason why you anoint it, RT means physical pain, mental strife, internal health trouble. Dear God, let me say, Sri Ram, from your energy, please remove the trouble. So you make sure and collect your RT when the prayers finish. What it have to the little dakshina it is put? The dakshina is that gift I don't want to owe the pandit. In this life, you don't owe mother, you don't owe father. In our culture, when the neighbor send across 2 tomatoes, you send back a cucumber. You don't take nothing, you don't owe anybody. If it is a 5 cent, I say in a small number, and you take it and you put it in the tally just for children to understand what you're doing, this is not like in Christianity where you are paying tithes. This is something else. This is what you could afford. We don't stipulate how much to put. what you wish to put. Baba, I don't want to owe you. Tonight I've learned something, and my devotion, my sadhana is going to elevate because I came to Ogle temple and I learned don't put a bad bay leaf, for example, by Lord Shiva. So when I go home and I start to practice my prayer better and I start to move up in the eyes of my Lord, Guruji, I don't wish to owe you for that knowledge. Krishna Arpan, in his name, I don't owe you a Pandit. I don't owe you. I don't want to come back. That is why you do what you do. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. This person called Valmiki went out and he greets this little girl. She's not big, she's very young. And he says, based on the power of my prayer, I have drishti and I know why you are here. I know who you are, and I can confirm that you are very innocent and pure. You did not go with anybody else. You did not lose your integrity or chastity. You are pure, and for that reason, please come in my ashram. Come, welcome. I will take care of you. All these people will take care of you. Lakshman leaves them and he turns back with Sumantra, the Prime Minister, and they're going. And Lakshman is crying. Look at this. What is this? How could my brother send away? He fight for 14 years to get she. And now look, he sends she away. What is this? What type of calamity that as you get the crown on your head and you're happy, you work, you suffer so hard. And now you get it, you throw it away. Better we didn't live in the forest. Sumantra, better we didn't have the crown, because of that crown, look, he sent she away. What is this? Sumantra stops the chariot at the bank of the Ganga. And he says, listen, I have a secret to tell you. Something your father told me never to repeat. Bharat Shatrahan don't know the secret. When you all were small, just like what you and I do now, we went to a guru and we sat down and we read your patra. I use in patra, book, we open book. Based on the nakshatra you're born, based on the marks on your body, we talked about it last night. The father Dashrath, in Slok 1 of this chapter 101, Uttara, he says, tell me, how old will my son be? How long will my family rule the throne of Ayodhya? How happy will they be? Please tell me. Durbasa Rishi is by Vashish Muni. Vashish gives Ram the name, lover of Lakshmi. But Durbasa Rishi says, listen, your children are coming with karma. And don't mind, it is Vishnu incarnate. He will go through hardship. Listen to this verse, everybody. Help me sing this. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Durvasa Samitri Ramu Kaushulaye Shrunuye Rajan Purva Chindamat Vijayate Dharampal Yena Shrunuyatam Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Vishnu Bhagwan ki Jai. You remember we said last night you have your Ved and they kind of break it down to pull it in the idea of a play for you and I to learn lessons. The easiest way to learn about what is Dharma, Karma is to illustrate it with somebody like an actor. But if you don't know the book, it means you will not know the story. You won't get the teaching. You won't put it into practice and you remain stagnant right there in your life. Dashrath, listen. Let me just preface this. When the boy and the girl in Guyana culture like each other, do we still consult patra? Do we still consult compatibility? No, Baba, that long time thing. Watch how we lose something. Let me explain it for children. If you were going to buy a car, Uncle Paul would go with me as a senior person who maybe know more about car than me and say, let me lift the bonnet, let me check the mileage. Toyota better than Nissan. Buy based on name, buy based on performance. What you could do for your pundit, invest your money, good. Watch how pundit crazy.
Principal of Indravan Bihari Lalaki, Jai, Sitha and Ram, everybody. So I interrupting your Yagya briefly just to remind everybody. This year's Yagya, Bhagwat Yagya, at the Ashram, Sri Krishna Seva Ashram, is going to happen on the 3rd of August to the 10th of August. This is the 7 days, 3 times for the day, normal Yagya. And on the Sunday, we're going to do Visarjan. Everybody, every single person is invited. If you would like to take part, to get involved, to help cook, to help make prasad, to help sit for prayer, if you'd like to bring flowers, cut up mango wood for people who have cow, to bring gobar for we to burn in the fire, I need your help and I invite you to get involved. Of course, I expect you to be fasting and prepare yourself properly. For all those people who would like to sit, especially my elders, use the opportunity. Come with us. Join with us. Call me. You have my number on the screen as we get back to the Yagna. Call me, message me, WhatsApp me so that you could get involved. Everybody, again, on behalf of the team and myself and Mummy Baba, we are opening the door. We are calling you. We are inviting you in the name of Lord Krishna to come and take part in your Bhagwat. Looking out to hearing from you. Everybody give me a call or message me. Sitha and Ram.
Help me to just forgive. Chapter 12, Bhagavad Gita, my devotee is the person who could forgive. If you, any married lady here, when you went through the first, if I get shit, just laugh at me. If man get a little cut in the hand, life ready to come out. But a lady understand pain, for example. They are accustomed to pain. The baby come in pain. The husband see the delivery process. All the people today like to see delivery. And you go and you see what it entailed to bring the child into the world. You scarred. You didn't do nothing as a man. But the lady now who went through all of that, 2 years, 3 years, I feel I'm missing a popo. Let me go back now. Let me make a next one. As if you forget. Check yourself. Saraswati sits on the person and allows them to release the hurt and the abuse, the pain. It happens in brother, sister, mother, father. People disappoint you, but you have to forgive in order to move forward in your life. Otherwise, you will be very bitter in your marriage. You will hate your own children. You could hate yourself. There are suicidal people in this world. I don't know if those exist in Guyana. I should not have done that. And you hate yourself. But we have a way to check on some of those tendencies. Patra, when they were writing Patra, the Munis that wrote it came up with 8 ways to check to see how a boy and a girl will get along. They look at sexual compatibility. Will this boy be faithful? Will it have cheating, Pandit? Will they have children, Pandit? Ghana, did the Ghana baitate much? Meaning, as they get older and they understand each other, will they love each other or will they fight like cat and dog? Imagine if I go in for a car, just research that car. But you're buying wife, remember every time you're buying jewel, you're buying this, it's still investment. Be honest. You're choosing a husband, but you're buying with your eye and not with your head. If somebody could say, listen, if you married that guy, you're only going to live for 10 years. It have that. If you marry the wrong person, it shortens your lifespan. If you get that information in your head, you want to bet Sahani Rat, what? I can't marry you. If somebody tells you you're not going to make good children, they are going to become deformed or disabled, it affects the decision because now I'm thinking long term. Do you have any idea how many marriages collapse when a child with autism or Down syndrome is born and the father wants to go one direction and the mother has a different plan, a different vision? That difference, when you hear young people, mother and father, grandparents say, let us go and talk to the pundit. You do it for car, you just do search for property, make sure the deed clear. Why would you do that damnation to yourself? Don't check, buy blind. Pay all the money for the decorator, the singer, do everything wonderful. You ain't know what tomorrow will bring in that marriage. It is as if there's a saying, you're buying cat in bag. Don't do that. Knowledge. Make an informed decision. Dasrat is doing that here. Tell me about my children. The Guru says, your son is the incarnate of Vishnu. And at a previous time, there was a battle between forces of good and forces of bad. And all the daityas ran to their godmother, a lady by the name of Kavyamati. For this portion, I just want to touch in Devi Bhagwat. As the mother, it's Friday, and you just pray in Guyana and Devi on a Friday. It's a Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. It's Shiv's time. We have to call her name. With that in mind, help me sing this. You know this one. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Navejatul-bhejyati Vigupati Kavyamati Danavetam Ashram Mata Triti Parvatsalaye Netra Bhumi Paraye Yati Ya Devi Sarva Bhute. Oh, come on everybody. Rupena Samsita. Oh, Namastasye. 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 Namo Namah.
Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samsita. When the war was waging, imagine a mother is standing up and she's seeing she children fighting. I taught my children everything. Children, before you go, say a mantra. Remember when they leave in your house, you don't know what accident, what incident, what bacteria could jump in. You leave in my house and I leave in here with hope, with blessing. Go, you have my blessing, children. Fight your fight. In this illustration, they are dragging sword. But when your children pick up a school bag, when they get in the vehicle and you see them go, they could have gray, that is still your baby. The bone inside of that child come from the bone of the mother. You could be how old you want, you could still come from. So you keep playing, play. Kavya is standing and with tears in her eyes, she's seeing her children bleeding. The devatas are hammering. The blood that flow inside of them vein, I put that blood there. A man will never understand this when a mother see the blood of she child. You crying, you bleeding when you get cut on it and now say I will cry. Imagine how the mothers feel. The child had earache, the child had throat pain, the child had cut pain. The little baby, she belly first time it hurting. If I could take the pain, babe. When you go in the wedding and you see the lady, when they're getting ready to pass the crown and it's through the mango leaf, the mamu part, and the bitter mango leaf when they bite the stem. If I could take the bitter things in this life and I could absorb it for you, I wish I could do it. I'm your mother. Kavya is feeling this pain. They can't win. Sometimes in the cricket match, we just be the losing side. And you alone know where this feel. Sometimes you have to support your boys when they lost. And you still have to give them hope. You can't harm them, you can't damn them. Somebody had to lose. In this case, all the demons are hers. Like she God's children. And they're getting hammered. But her mother is her mother. She didn't biologically make them. She run in the ashram when the children had to eat, she feeding them. And when they couldn't take licks no more, they run by their mother. They run, imagine, when you get pain, big man, you fight the world. But you see when you get sick, ma just come rub me for a little bit. Your mother okro, this tastes better than anybody okro. You're big, you're married. When is Diwali, when is Christmas, whatever you celebrate. And your mother take out something for you. But you could be what? You have to eat a piece of that. If you have that urgency to appreciate this little bhaji or whatever mommy make for you. You see the day she coughing going. And no more, how it is called, the fryers, puri, and all you know what I'm talking about. The special thing your mother used to make. The recipe that you know she for. That the day you go realize, may I get a bhaji again. Kavya is watching. Children all come by me. There we go again. Devi Bhagwat is talking. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu.
Come on, let me go. Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu.
Imagine, follow me, keep playing. Imagine your children, all the mothers here, we nearly finished. It have evil, it have bad, it have obia, it have people will watch your children. Don't let him pass the exam, only let mine pass. Don't let yours get a job. Don't let yours be happy in marriage. Don't be happy with children. But I still mine. And the mother had to stand up there and watch. She have a belly. She go grieve to see she own go through that. Kavya says, come, I go protect you. My prayers go protect you from any enemy that come. No matter what horn, no matter what weapon raise up against you, I will protect you. I am your first God. I am your first guru. Nothing will touch you. Every day Uttara drop the crown, they throw away the sword, they take off the canhavar, all the different big, they was big that time. They run under the skirt, the tail of their mother. They're hiding. Who come in for them? The same Vishnu that will bring death for me and you is coming to chastise sinful people. Remember, there are no devil in Hinduism where we talked about last night. That same God is the person who dispensed the punishment that you and I face. But it have to have a way. Hear what happened here. Vishnu comes and he says, oh Kavya, move aside. I have come to mash up these people. I have come to destroy. This is not nice. This is not easy. Put yourself, let's be honest. When you see sickness, when you're fighting in the hospital, when you're fighting in court, when you have trouble, it don't be nice. It don't be easy. Move, mommy, move. Let me damage them. I am Vishnu. I have this Sudarshan Chakra in my hand, and I'm ready to destroy them. That mother started to grind she teeth with the prayers of that mother, with the selflessness When the mother is pray here, I'm not a mother. I don't know. I do not know head to tail. I read books. You is the mother. When you sit down to pray, you just pray for yourself. God bless my son. God bless my daughter. God bless my grand. God bless my husband. God bless the dog. God bless the land. God bless the corner. God bless the car. They go into there. God bless them. God bless the work. God bless the check. God bless the book. If they have a place you don't call God, that is a mother. She started to grind she teeth and she rushes. She want to hit Vishnu Baba. Sajna bhavatu yudhayate. Sajna bhavatu yudhayate. Vishnu punya shukra ye chindra. Handi handi khavya dharma mani par santani shubha shubhayate. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samsita.
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu.
Shakti Rupe Nasamstita. Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. When Vishnu, knowing in the heat of the battle, he let loose his Sudarshan Chakra, forgetting that women are not supposed to be harmed and damned in Sanatan Dharma. He releases this Sudarshan Chakra and it takes Kavya, now beheaded. When you saw Pandit Ravi doing in your Navgraha, there's a planet there. Of the 9, you do it every time you do puja. Of the 3 in the top row, the middle guy. In English, we call him Venus. In our way, we say Shukra. This is Shukra's mother. Shukra saw what he just did, and he said, This ego goes so. You see how you separate my mother and my father? I curse you. I who do prayers, my words have value, friend. You see, for that pain you cause my father, you will go and you will burn. You will know separation. You will be the man, born in the form of the man, O Vishnu, and know the pain of separation. Prem Sabolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki Jai. So Sri Ram is inevitably hurt. He has to inherit the circumstance where they are separated. But in Valmiki Ramayan, the question comes, so how come they didn't send Ram to Valmiki Ramayan? How come they dispatched the woman? How come life is very hard for the lady? How come she seems to be battered and tattered regardless? How is it Sita goes through so much trouble? This is the Leela, the goddess plays. She is called Sita. What Sita mean? You the Hindu. Ma, what I mean? Your name is Sita. Sita is Sita. It means the one who is born by the head of the plow. When Janak is plowing the land and it hits the box, where Sita is, he calls Janki. The daughter of Janak is Janki. You will be called Sita, the one we found in the land. There are many examples, too much to go through tonight. God bless, we get to meet again, or you see me online if you're watching. I'll give you the 4 times Sita comes to give that Ravan trouble. The story you know in the Shakti way, where you see Kali Mai with a foot on Shiv Baba, that have to do with Sita. It is found in Canto 46 of Adabhut Ramayan. That is why you will not hear Pandit find it in Shiv Puran, Devi, Bhagwat Puran, Tulsidas Ramayan. You will not see it. Think what I say, and you see the picture, but you know the story. You don't know it. We have to know it, is all I am saying. So now the question comes, what did Sita do if the great Vishnu has karma? If the separation and the painful moments exist because of it? Do you know tonight as a Hindu, I'm touching on it, I can't read it, why Ram is banished? Think what I say, think, be analytical. Question your Dharma. Why is Ram banished for 14 years? Why not 15? Why not 25? Why not a day? There is a discourse when Dashrath wants to have children and he gets married to the 3 girls. Vashish tells him it is time to bring children. Go and in Sohaga, go for honeymoon. Focus on that. Don't study the people. And he got carried away in the honeymoon. He didn't want to leave, to be honest. His city and all his political duties suffer. The people starve. They go thirsty. They drag for how long? For 14 years. So the people put a trap on Dashrath. You cause we to suffer for 14 years. You are going to suffer for 14 years. And for 14 years, the elixir of Ram, everything is Ram. Go and send him now with your mouth, Father. What did he tell him? You have to banish him with your mouth. Decree that he have to go away from you for 14 years. You wish it. You see things, but sometimes it have a backstory. Agreed? Put yourself now in Dashrath's shoes. Put yourself now in Ram's shoes when things are happening to you. And it go have a backstory. And it go have a reason. And we have to fix it. Tell us now, Guruji, what was the backstory of Sita? What did Sita do? You will not find this in Ramayan. This is in Padma Puran. That is where I'm reading from. Sita is a little girl. And one day playing in the fields of Janakpuri where her father is on the throne, she hears 2 birds talking. Everybody had a parrot, you know how parrot is. These 2 parrots are talking, but the parrot is saying that Ram will come. Vishnu is coming as Ram. And one day that handsome boy will meet a girl named Sita and they will get married. And Sita is listening as a little girl. So they go closer. And she tells the friend, go grab them 2 parrots for me. Go hold them. And the friend go and snatch it. Holding the bird so the wings are trapped. See it in your head. The girl goes and says, who is that Ram you're talking about? They describe who Ram is. Vishnu incarnate to get rid of the bad upon the earth. Okay, who is that Sita? Lakshmi incarnate to support Ram and to be the goddess that will lift the heaviness, the dirt, the filth that is upon this earth. She says, I am that Sita. When will my Ram come? This is a long discourse. I'm summarizing some parts here for you. When will that Ram come? When will he meet me? Where will we be married? And the parrot is talking. So the question comes, where did you learn all of this from? The male parrot is a male and female, husband and wife. The male says, we live up and above in the trees of the Valmiki's ashram. And in that place, that guru has vision, drishti, to see future and past. And he is already teaching his children, the children that live in the ashram, Ramayan Katha, long before Ram exists. Sita, Ram, but Sita and Ram are not joined yet. So we are reciting what we learn. Please let us go. Trouble. If somebody come and telling you a story who you married in, I'll let you go now. When I'm married in, who I'm married in, and we just talk pundit, know how to read them book. I have to stay close to my pundit every year, checking book. I'll get the future, I'll get the inside track. And then I'll know how to move. Pundit tell me how next month looking. And I'll get how to win. Sita is on the same page. Hold the 2 parrot and I will get my whole future so I don't make a misstep. I have no anxiety now, I know what to do. The male says, listen, you have to let us go. You have to allow us to be together. She is in a different state. Listen to this, please. The parrot lets 2 eggs at a time. Last night we heard about Garuda and Aruna. There are 2 birds, 2 eggs were made. So the parrot is pregnant in the hand of Sita and she's squeezing the wings. And she's begging, the mother is begging, let us go so I could go in a tree and lay my eggs and have my children. I wish to have my children in the home of Valmiki. The male says, please allow us to go and make our children and we'll come back to you. We're coming back now. Sita says, no, you won't come back. You won't come back. And continues to squeeze so much. Please, you will meet Ram, you will meet Ram, you will meet Ram. Sita kills the girl, the female parrot. Because she's calling Ram, 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 and she's begging, please, you will meet him, you will meet him, you will meet him. The soul jumps out of the body. And the Vahan from Vaikunth comes and takes the Jiva Atma and goes. The living half has to see that. The children suffered in her belly and died by the hands of this little girl. My consort is gone, and tears. He says, you see that? I can't live without her. I cannot live without my consort, and I cannot bear this pain to see her die by your hands. I curse you. You will separate from yours, and you will cry every tear that she cried. You will have your 2 children in Valmiki's ashram as she is begging to do, and you did not allow it to happen. Your children will not be crowned king of Ayodhya. They will be crowned in the Valmiki ashram. You will live apart from the person you consider to be core, and together with you the most. Lakshmi and Vishnu is one. Live separate. Karma will trump everything. Sita has to bow and take it. Vishnu Bhagwan ki Jai. Tonight, before we wrap up, I have to do the Visarjan as we're getting ready to continue in the program. When Lakshman heard this, he tells Sumantra, that is what Dasrat had learned. He says, yes, Dasrat learned all of this before they married. That is why Dasrat reached in Janak to marry his sons, and Kaushalya didn't reach anything today. When the boy going to get married, he just carry the father, and he just be collecting all the Bhartan when they're doing, how did this call the part where the ladies them getting Tarian, Lota and so on. The father represents Dasrat. Dasrat went to make sure the wedding is done properly because Ram had trouble to face in marriage. Tonight, as I conclude this bit, please understand the value of knowing your Dharma, knowing your religion. Otherwise, there are institutions, there is other religion, other things that could take you away. Imagine people interfered with your surname so that when we are doing Tarpan and I don't know my surname, I don't know my Gotra, who am I offering Tarpan to? Think about that. If you want to break the culture, this is how you break it. If you want to break the culture, you forget what you have, what you hold. I encourage everybody as we come to a close, read your Ramayan, activate the God in your home. This is not for Pandit and temple alone. Put your hands together. Vachana katha he datta Ramayan visarjan pat Vatra he prushti tushti Yadhu raghuvira hinat Ek anant pat Ramayan hari Suputro putro ye lok Vaikuntanath chintamat Hari priya ye nath Shri Dat. Vishnu Bhagwan ki Jai. Reciting Ramayan, and this is from Valmiki Ramayan, this is not Tulsidas Visarjan. Chanting Ramayan, whether in the morning, lunchtime, this midday Sandhya, the evening Sandhya, the blessing that the person gets is, why do we go to Ramayan? To get the pain of your body, internal, external pain, by listening to Ramayan. The hurt and the harm, whatever form it takes, whatever way it attacks you, it must be broken. Vishnu Bhagwan ki Jai. Tonight, as I wrap up here, I hope you have learned about your Dharma. I hope you have learned in your katha in this short time, to be honest, for everybody viewing, for everybody here. Please, this is how we spend 3 nights, 5 nights, 7 nights, 9 nights. Our Dharma is so vast. There are so many things that we still have to learn about, that when given the opportunity, it may be a different Baba, you go and you learn, listen attentively for the little time, so that when your karma is hitting you in the marriage, in the schoolwork, in the job, enmity is coming, use it to break the adversities you have just by listening. Prem se bolo Shri Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. Let's all stand, everybody. Ladies, please cover your hair. Everybody, join your hands together. Say a prayer. If at any time, whilst this yagya was being done, if a member of the mandir or the family have hurt, insulted, or in any way made a person feel less than, this is where we wish to ask forgiveness. Dear God, please forgive us. If at any time a person was, things are said, things are done, and we hurt people. Dear God, if a person went home hungry, if a person had any issue, we are asking for forgiveness. We thank you for this opportunity. We pray together as one family for the darshan, the blessings, the goodness that could come from reading this type of prayer and doing this type of puja, that it be with each and every person. Bless all those that will partake of the prasad and the food as if they have done this prayer themselves. Please put your hands together and pray for your own family using your home address. Hari Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jata Patare Kasit Saradhara Mamya Tejam Pavitram Uttamam Kashyameva Vishavedamaha Ya Atma Bhalada Yasya Vishwa Upasayet Prashishyam Yashva Devaha Yaschaya Amrita Kashma Mrityo Kashma Deva Vishavedamaha Yashema Himavanto Mahitva Yasa Samudra Rasa Yahu Yashema Prasadito Yasya Bahu Kasma Deva Vishavedamaha. Dear God, the Diaram family and the various members of branches of the different family, ask your permission to conclude our yagya. As we end our yagya and we break the yagya shala, may you allow us to clean up the altar, return everything to the water. May with your permission allow us to journey home. May you allow us to go from vegetarian to otherwise, and any other transition that has to happen with your blessing. Together, everybody, Gayatri 3 times. Please burn away past sins, my mistakes that I've made in this yagya. Om Bhurabhuvaswa. Everybody. Tat Savitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvaswa Tat Savitur Bharenyam Bhargo Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvaswa Swaha. Now we're going with the Purnahoti, the coconut, the life inside the coconut. The energy of this seed is going to be offered. Dear Goddess in all your forms, dear Lord in all your forms, please accept it on behalf of all of us. Please bless us with the good, the punyam that will come from this type of yagya. Om Puranamida Puranamidam Puranata Puranamudakshate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Puranatigum Shanti Swaha. As we make the offering, we do Achman. Om Sarva Papam Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmannam Mayadatam Grahina Parmeshwaram. We fan the smoke. Vanaspati Rasau Bhuto Gandhadyo Gandha Uttamam Agre Sarva Devanam Dupoyam Pratigrehatam. Wherever you are, Take the heat from that havan and pass it over your body and ask God to bless you. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Gardatvaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksham, Mangalayatano Hari. Put your hands together. And this mantra is calling as we wave that light. As I stand, why you stand up, make sure you can see it. When you see it, darshanam, I get the blessing as if I did the arti. Dear Lord, tomorrow, say your prayers. Tomorrow, we're not going to be together in the mandir. Tomorrow night, we have to continue. Dear God, please protect me, bless me, allow me to continue to be guarded against bad. Everybody on behalf, as I conclude, on behalf of Priya and I, thank you for the love since we've come. Thank you for taking care of us in all your different ways until we get to meet again. Sajam cha varti sanyuktam brahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham trailokya timirapaham. Go ahead, Sima.
मैया जय श्यामा गौरी तुमको निश दिन द्यावत मैया जी को निश दिन द्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
कथा विसर्जन हो तुहे सुनो वीर हनुमान जो जन जासे आया है तेता करो पयान। जय जय राजा राम की जय लक्ष्मण बलवान जो कपीस सुग्रीव की जय अंगर जय हनुमान। जय जय कागभूषुंड की जय गिरि उमेश महेश जय ऋषि भरद्वाज की जय तुलसी अव आदेश। Together everybody. Tvameva Mata, lift your voice. Tvameva Bandhuscha, Tvameva Vidya, Tvameva Sarvam, Tvameva Sarvam. Together. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. With one voice. Prem Savaloma Pati Mahadeva ki, Pavana Putra Numan ki, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki, Syabhara Ramachandra ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai Jai Sita. Sita Ram, everybody.
Sitha and Ram, everybody. And as we get set to listen to tonight's discourse, before we go, I just go into the Yagna. I want to invite each and every person for Bhagwat 2025 at the Sri Krishna Seva Ashram. You are all invited. Whether you would like to help us cook, get involved in making mala, bring your children so that we can teach them, or maybe you would like to sit for prayer. Once you follow the rules of fasting and preparing yourself that we all know and we've come to practice when we have prayer, the door is open for you to come and take part. Please give me a call. You have my number on the screen. When the Yagna starts, use it. Call me for more information. The dates on the invitation, again, from the 3rd to the 10th of August. I am cordially inviting you and your family. Come sit in the audience. Come sit for prayer. Do what you would like. Get involved in some way. And it begins with a phone call. It begins with reaching out, calling me, texting me, and we'll do it together. See you soon. I hope you enjoy your satsang. Have fun, everybody. Sitha and Ram.